An unusual angle on our COVID-19 coverage. You flush down the toilet could soon give health officials an early warning about COVID-19 in our community.
Colorado Springs Utilities is now sampling wastewater to detect the coronavirus. News Channel 13's Lauren Barnes joins us live from the Mesa Water Treatment Plant to explain the end goal and how it all works. Lauren.
Wastewater surveillance, as it's called, has actually been used in the past to determine the prevalence of polio and more recently opioid use. But now it's being used to try and get ahead of COVID trends in our community. Next time you flush, know that the number 2 you're sending to the sewer will contribute to new COVID-19 data. Coronavirus can show up in fecal matter before a person shows symptoms, or even if they're asymptomatic.
So we have special equipment that does basically 24-hour analysis. It takes 24 hours of testing. So it'll take a small amount every hour out of our wastewater and composite it.
That sample is then sent to a local university to test how prevalent COVID-19 is in Colorado Springs wastewater. A $520,000 grant from the State Department of Health funds these tests, which cost $1,200 each. A heavy rainfall could potentially dilute the results.
At halftime at the Super Bowl, when everybody flushes their toilet, that's a great time to test because that's all coming out of people and something that we can test.
State health officials are working on a partnership to get samples from 16 different utilities, ranging from Fort Collins to Pueblo, covering 60 to 65% of the state's population. It will take some time to make sense of the data, but the hope is local and state leaders will eventually have a better idea of where the virus is active and can make decisions about preventative measures before patients are hospitalized.
You could have a lot of people that don't have any symptoms but are out spreading this virus. So that's where I think it has its most power.
Right now, samples are sent in either from this wastewater treatment facility or the other one here in Colorado Springs, either once or twice a week. But Colorado Springs Utilities tells me eventually the goal is to be able to test specific neighborhoods to catch COVID outbreaks in different parts of town. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Lauren Barnes, KRDO News Channel 13.